This afternoon, approximately 1 p.m., our officers were in a marked car. It was two of them riding together. They spotted a car that was believed to be involved in a homicide from last night. And so they followed that car up into the area of Riverview and West Florissant, and then they went a little bit further west by West Florissant and Canfield. And some of this I'm not certainly sure about because I've been in the hospital with the officers the whole time, so I'm gonna give you the best information that I have right now. And so when they were approaching the car that had the occupants in it, the suspects opened fire on our officers. I'm not sure whether or not the officers were able to return fire, but when it was all said and done, one of our officers was struck in the leg and the other officer was struck in the abdomen. The officer that was struck in the abdomen is in very critical, very unstable condition. They are still working on him as we speak. I'm asking for the public to pray for our officer. But this is a rough time. You know, we just got officers struck by a car the other day. In fact, one of them is here. We come to visit him at some point. But I mean, this is a rough time, as you all very well know, for law enforcement and of course fire department as well. But the point is that St. Louis County is handling the investigation. This incident happened just outside of the city. The county, St. Louis County, I believe, took 4 people into custody that was inside of that car. And so again, this all happened around 1 o'clock. Our officers spotted a car that was wanted, believed to be involved in a homicide from last night. They were in the area of West Florissant, Riverview or so. They continued to follow, and they ended up somewhere in the area of West Florissant, Canfield. They were obviously approaching the car at some point. Persons from within the car shot at our officers. One was struck in the leg, one was struck in the abdomen. Both officers were conveyed here. County officers have told me that they have taken 4 persons into custody that were inside of that car. The officers are, again, one of our officers, the officer that was struck in the abdomen, is very critical unstable.
You said that they were firing at your suspects. Do you know how many people in that car?
I don't have all the sketch. I think that it was 4 people in the car, and I think all 4 are in custody, but you'll have to check with the county on the update on that.
Last question. Chief, can you tell us anything about the officer that's so critically injured? How many years on the department?
He's been on 3.5 years. The other officer that was not as critically injured has been on 2.5. Both of them are in their mid-20s.
Chief, as you mentioned, it's been a really hard time for the department. We had a firefighter die 2 weeks ago. We've had these officers in the crash. What is your message to the public to be aware and cautious and really thank the first responders who are dedicating their time to them?
Yeah, it's just a tough time to be a first responder. I mean, you know, we're hearing about critical incidents daily, and it's just tough. You know, I mean, hey, officers out here working hard. You know, hey, they're doing everything that they can to keep people safe, and we keep having these critical incidents. Like I say, we just had something. You had one last week, and then the St. Louis Police Department had one Monday. And so the officers are working hard, very dedicated, trying to keep people safe. And again, the hazards are what we face today.
Thank you.
Thank you.